welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I wanted today to go through the Hobonichi website and the new products that are available for 2025 and just talk through some of the things I'm thinking about. I'm actually going to build my wish list in here. I've done that on my phone already, but it doesn't carry across. And also, I think I've changed my mind since last time. So let's have a look at the website. I'm going to jump into one of these sliders. I would really recommend that you have a look at the sliders if you're not super familiar with the Hobonichi website. If you were to click through here now, you'd go to the 2024 website and it wouldn't show the 2025. So I'm going to click on this Hobonichi Techo Preview Stadium for 2025, and it's going to show you here all of the things that are available from September 1. I wanted to just point out here that you need to set up your Hobonichi ID. So however you've purchased in the past, it's changed now, only slightly. You just have to click this button and go through and just log in again, and it'll transfer your old Hobonichi password and log in into this new ID, which is meant to be a more secure way of doing it. So you can just have a look through here at all the things that were revealed day by day. So you can see this is the 5th of August. Here's the 11th of August. But I'm going to go right down here to the full lineup revealed. And this is going to take us straight to the 2025 website. So from here, we can create a wish list using this little button here. And actually, I wonder, okay, currently nothing in my wish list. So I'm going to go back to Techo and look at all products. So you can see here you can jump down to whichever section you're interested in, but I'm interested in everything. So I'm just going to look through from the beginning, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so we can see it more clearly. And I think if you know me, you know that this pink cover is speaking to me. So you can see it has a little red 2025 new here to tell us which ones are new for 2025. These three here are from previous years. So I'm going to favorite this Charcoal Fairy. This is the A6 and it's pink on the outside, brown on the inside, as you can see by the little butterfly loops there. I'm looking at the second row. I do like the Olive Grove. I find this a really kind of nice green color. But I'm not going to buy any of these other colors, I don't think. These two are my company's brand. So I work for a not-for-profit company, and our colors are blue and orange. And I think this and this actually both fit that quite well. So I find that quite interesting. These next ones, you can see they don't say new. So these are all been available previously. And then here are some more of the new ones. And I'll zoom in on these in more detail, I think. So the Yumi Kitagishi stuff was so popular last year, the little gifts covers. And so they've expanded that out this year into a different range. Quite similar, that they still have that cute cat on the front. You can see there's a little cat on the inside pocket here. And just moving through these images. They're so cute. I'll get to this one that has the front and the back. So you can see the images are larger than last year's one, but they're still just as cute. If you look at the whole cover spread out, this is how it looks. And on the inside this year, it's this kind of burnt orange color. And you can see it's got these little illustrations on the inside as well, which is super cute. No toggles. I call them toggles. Any little beads or charms on the ends of here. These are just plain flat, which is also fine. If you're interested at all, you can read all about the covers down the bottom here and about the artist and things like that. I find that really quite fascinating to do. So yeah, if you feel like doing that, dive in. This next one is not something that really interests me, but this one does. This one is the Himitsu Stranger. And I think maybe similar reason to the little gifts is that I just love this kind of miniature format of all these little characters, and I love how weird they are. So these are illustrations that were done to go alongside a music album. So if I just scroll down, you can see this here is the name of the musician, Masamune Kusano. I'm so sorry. And this Juneda is the artist. So if you scroll down, you can see the songs were recorded by this person, and then the artist illustrated lyrical stories for each of the songs. And so it's come up with this super cool cover. Let's look at the cover in entirety with all these really cool little dudes on it. I just think it is super cute. I'll just zoom us in and we can just move that around and see all those little characters. There's also a pocket here, and there's more design inside under that pocket. So I really like this one, and I am going to favorite it as well. I feel like this Denali is going to be quite popular for 2025. Not for me, but it is lovely. So I'll just move down to the next row. To the next row here, you can see the new ones are this one from Hiroko Kabuta and this one here from Keiko Shibata, and they're next to the same artist from the previous year. So I know this one and the cats on toast or bread floating in the wind were both very popular in 2024, and so I suspect that the new Hiroko Kabuta and the new Keiko Shibata will be popular in 2025 as well. I am going to favorite this one, the Tone of Illuminated Flowers. I think it's just stunning. I'll go to the full cover. It's so lovely, and I love this look of all these flowers here. And if we zoom in, we can see that there's a little mouse playing a moon, a crescent moon that is actually a harp. It's just so cute. And again, the full story is below. Like I said, I am going to favorite it, but I may not end up with this one. In the next row, we have Paddington. Here's the A6 Paddington gift. And let's have a look at Paddington. It's so cute. So you can see, I love their photography they've done for these. They're just so pretty. Let's have a look at the full cover. So you can see it's orange. It's got the little image here, the illustration here of Paddington coming in to check on the family, who are all looking up the fireplace chimney looking for Paddington, and he's right behind them. Cute little tag on here as well, and on the left we've got Paddington with his little cake. Very cute. I was thinking about getting the Paddington items, but I'm going to skip them in the covers and I will look at them in the stationery section instead. I am fairly obsessed with the Spy Family items, and I've favorited it immediately, and I'm going to favorite most of them, I think you'll find. Let's just have a quick look inside. So I absolutely adore this cover. I just think it's fabulous. Gold foil here. Love the green. Love the anime family here, and the dog on the back. So cute. If I zoom us in, you can see here we've got our 3 characters. I can't even tell you what it is about this. I just love it. And on the inside, it's black. It's got the little toy here and some other pieces from the anime there as well. You can read about those too. So next to it here is the Spy Family After Class, and this one is just like the one piece from last year, which is a little black, and we're still in A6 here. It's a trifold, so let's just skip through the pictures here. You can see it opens out into this trifold, and here you should be able to see it properly. I do love it. I mean, it's got this printed image underneath like the One Piece one has, but I just love this image here of, I think it's Anya. Just love it so much. But I've told myself I'm not allowed to buy a trifold for 2025 because I just find that I don't like using them. So I've got my two from the One Piece, the A5 and the A6, and I just don't use them. So I'm stopping myself from buying this for 2025. I've never been super excited by the Pam things, but a lot of people are. I did like this fish scale crest. It's a very shiny yellow fabric with the white triangles, but I'm not going to grab that one. Not super loving it. This is the Liberty Fabrics. It's Michelle for 2025. I did get this Hollyhocks in 2024, and it's lovely. It houses my lyrics journal at the moment. And I do love this one. It's very pretty, but I have no use for it, so I won't be getting it. Now, my caveat on the trifold, for this, I might make an exception. Of course you will, Desley. So this is a trifold. I didn't even talk about it. Hang on, let's just go back. Down here, it's called Full On Small Flowers. And it says we've created a techo cover featuring block printing, a traditional Indian technique. The cover's name is Full On, meaning flowers in Hindi. And I don't know, there's something about it that just speaks to me. You can see here, sort of, that it's the trifold. There's a bit more coming out the side there. I don't know. There's something about this one. I am going to favorite it. You can see the front and back there. And here it is folded out. So you can see this is the outside, obviously, and then the inside. So it has this part here that is bigger. It just kind of sticks out the side. And I think I'm finding it's just too much excess fabric floating around. And in the case of my one-piece ones, they were actually leather. So it was kind of stiff and in the way. But if I was to purchase this one for 2025, it would be to house a special book that would go on the shelf. So I will favorite that one for now, and we can narrow things down when we get to the wish list. All right, so this next line has some different kind of things. We can see here we've got the POTR stroll. So this is like a little carry bag, but also cover in one. We'll have a quick look. It's not really my style, but hopefully this image shows you. It's a bit like one of the drawer pouches, but bigger, and you can tuck your front cover in there and then have the book floating. I'll just go to this page. This shows you can actually put both covers in. Here's one where it shows you with both of them in. So that's kind of cool. It's a cover and carry case all in one. Oh, just skip back up. And then the next one that really interests me are these alatones. This in the A6 comes in olive. It's a PVC plastic kind of cover. And I know some people are worried about it splitting or not lasting very long. I have the Upanchu Usagi from last year, and it's exactly the same, but in a bright yellow fun plastic, and hasn't been any problem with it. I haven't used it a ton, I have to say, but it does have a book in it, and it does sit on my shelf, but I do take it out and do stuff with it every now and again, but it's not something I throw in a handbag or whatever. But I do like the concept, and I really like this olive color, so I think I'll favorite it. And like I said, we'll take a look at it once we get to the wish list. Then I have here the Trigon. We had this one last year. It is also a fold out, and we've got the single color Largo, which is a zippered cover. I'm going to bypass that one for now. It also comes in this blue as well, and this is from last year. And I don't want this one, but I think it's worth talking about. This is the taut zipped. So this is the first time they've done, that I know, a taut cover that is a zipper cover. So the zipper covers, I've got a couple of them. I don't really use them because they're so bulky. So this one's different in that it is just made to just fit the book. So it's quite a bit smaller than the traditional zipper covers. Not much here to show you really. That's the outside and there's the inside. But what I will say is that if you have a look on the video where they introduce the products, you'll see that this one is quite a bit smaller than a traditional A6 zippered cover. So you might even be able to just compare the dimensions of these two and see that it's quite a bit smaller. This one, Only Is Not Lonely, in the ivy green. I do have this from last year. It has a different sentiment on it. I'm going to grab it because it's right next to me. It says have a nice day. It's very cute. Pale blue with a dark blue elastic. Yeah, this one doesn't really speak to me, so not going to grab that one. And then we have this lined fabric in a herringbone, ivory and black, and it's just a heavy fabric cover, similar to these ones, but yeah, a heavy fabric instead. We've got the leather in basic black. We've got the taut leather in brown. Last year it came in this Bordeaux color, so they're the same, basically the same covers. And my understanding is that they're very, very nice. I haven't had one of those. What I have had is one of these. So this is brilliant yellow leather. And last year they did this in a pale blue, green. There it is there, water green. And the year before they had it in a lilac, and I bought the lilac. I do really love the yellow. I think it's gorgeous, but I think for the price, it's a little bit more than I would want to spend considering the other things that I'd like to buy. It probably makes more sense to buy the leather covers, but no, this year I'm not going to. These two covers are new for this year. We've got a leather in charcoal grey, and it's a small trifold as well. And then we have this Arts and Science in baby buffalo, 410 Aussie dollars. It is stunning. It is also a slight trifold, so not as trifoldy as the others. This piece here is a bit smaller than the others, but still for me, this kind of gets in the way. I do really love the Arts and Science covers though every year. They're always gorgeous. So here's the Arts and Science ones from the year before, and that leather water green one as well, which is beautiful. Here are the Mina Pohonens for this year. None of them, just zoom in a little on those, none of them really excite me. I was kind of intrigued by this one and maybe a little bit by this one, but they're just, I don't know, they're not for me this year. And the piece design is always popular. It used to be a lottery. Every year you had to enter a lottery to to buy it. But this year it's available to purchase. So I'm assuming they've got numbers sorted this year to make sure everyone can get one if they want one. New this year is the Mother Ness's bike. We are going to have a look at this one because I do really love the Mother items, and I don't know, Hobonichi is making me want to try the game. If you are a Mother gamer, does that make sense? If you play this game, let me know what you think, and if you think I'd like it, I should probably have a go. This is beautiful. I really love it. It's got this the Mother symbol, Mother 2 logo in here, and on the front, here's the front and the back. I'll just put them together. It's got this little street kind of layout with a stop sign and the little Ness on his bike, and then you've got this car in the background as well. And on the inside, they have some images, like an image from the game as well. So it's gorgeous. Let's take a quick look down here. It's a deep brown genuine leather. Leather is tanned with tannin. The more you use the cover, the deeper the color becomes and the more character it develops, just like most of their beautiful leather products. So probably not on my list, but it's gorgeous. Again, $180, just not quite sure. And there's other things I want to buy instead. So I won't, I mean, I'm very tempted to favorite it because I can remove that favorite button anytime, but I won't. I will leave it for now. And then we have the other mother items from previous years. We have this year one piece in like the Alatone cover, which is the PVC, and it's got the manga strips all over it. It looks great, but I'm not going to buy any one piece. I'm also not going to buy anything that's on sale on October 1, probably. Let's not say never. I really do like this one. I love this kind of red color. Let's jump in and have a look. This just really speaks to me, and it has a spine that looks like a book. So let's just click through these images so you can see the really cool spine there. Love it. I just love the red design. I don't know, there's something about it. The geometry of the way they've laid out the strips just speaks to me. But again, probably not something that I will purchase. It's another one where I don't play the game. I do have a few of their things, but yeah, it's probably not for me. All right, so moving on to this next line are all items they've had before. I do have this piece here, the A6 in black. And I love it, but it's just that it's trifold and it just gets in the way for me. I also have this cover and this one, so you can see this is the PVC one I was mentioning earlier. Both of these have stood up well. This is gorgeous. I really love this one as well. Yeah, super nice covers. And previous years here as well. So these are still available to buy on September 1st if you missed out last year. Moving into the actual books, no difference this year from last year, I don't think. The English original is a new-ish concept. I think it came out last year though, or maybe in spring, maybe the spring start. But so they have the original in Japanese, the original in English, the avec, which is January to June and July to December in 2 separate books. That one's only in Japanese. And then they have an English only, which is slightly different to the original. So these two, both English. This one, with the black cover, it's a really nice cover, but the grid size is 4 millimeters, whereas the grid size in this one is 3.7 millimeters. I mean, it sounds tiny, but it does make a difference. So if you're used to the smaller grid size, like that's in the Weeks and the Cousin, then you might like to stay with this one. I am going to buy an A6 for 2025, and it's going to be a full book. So not the avec, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to favorite those two because I don't know which one I want to get. I love this cover, but I love this grid size. So I'll favorite both and we'll see later what happens. There is also a one-piece version as well, so it has images from the manga inside. So that's the 2025 A6 lineup. So I'm going to skip down now to the Cousin. So these are the A5 covers available for 2025. And you can see the first one is the black and clear blue, which is from last year. And then we've got two new ones. We've got Candy Floss. Clearly I'm going to favorite that. And we've got Atelier Sky, which is also lovely. A neutral front and a pale blue inside. We've got the Winter City here as well. Blue and grey, and it's a really, really bright sky blue. And following on from the ones we saw previously, this line is just the A5 versions of the ones we saw above. I'm going to, I already have favorited this one. I really like this design. So whether I buy it in A5 and A6 or just one or the other, I'm not sure yet, but they're in the favorites. And in this next row, again, similar to the top, we've got the Hiroko Kabuta and the Keiko Shibata. I'm going to favorite this Illuminated Flowers, but again, not sure if I'll purchase it. We'll just favorite that for now. In this line, we've got our Paddington, which this one's in a blue instead of the orange. We've got our Spy Family 2 here and our Pam. I'm going to favorite this and almost certainly buy it. Yeah, I've talked about it already. I love the cover. And on this line here, we've got this new, I can't pronounce this one, Kagome Lattice Crest. And this is by the same designer as the yellow, the bright yellow with the white triangles from the A6 collection. We've got the Liberty Fabrics Michelle, exactly the same as the A6, just larger, and then the ones from the previous years. And then we've got this trifold Fulon, and the difference here is that the flowers are much bigger. This one doesn't interest me as much as the A6 one does. We've got the POTR here in a dark green for the A5, and then here we have the Elatone in brown. So this is the PVC one, similar to the olive that we saw in the A6. I'm not sure about favoriting this one. No, I don't think I will. I'm not a big fan of the color. And the Tragan here on the end, these are very popular. So I've got this pencil case attached as part of the cover, and you can fill this up on the front here. We've got our single color Voluto here. We've got the Taut zipped. So this is the one that has the zipped cover that's almost exactly the same size as the book, rather than being quite a lot bigger like the other ones are. This Only Is Not Lonely in A5 is in a chocolate color instead of the ivy green. And then we've got the Twill as well, which was shown previously in a light version for A6. And then here we have our basic black, our taut brown, which looks really lovely, our brilliant yellow, which also looks fabulous, and then the leather charcoal grey trifold here too. And as we saw earlier, the leather water green from last year and our Mina Pohonens, they're exactly the same covers, except the A6 was a pale grey and yellow. This one is a navy and white. And then here's the piece cover, as well as ones from previous years. I do like this one. I think it's quite lovely, the yellow one. And then we've got our mother, Nessa's bike, exactly the same design, but in an A5. And then the previous mother ones from previous years. We've got our one piece in the PVC in yellow. And we've got that same red fabric in the one piece as well, in the A5 size. And I also have this one from a previous year. So this is the one piece A5 trifold. Again, beautiful. Oh, sorry, I don't have this one. I have the cream version, the natural leather version, which we can probably see in a minute. The Tomotaro Makino. Everyone's a bit upset that Tomotaro Makino didn't feature in 2025's lineup. But if you missed out on previous years, you could pick those up as well. And here's the line of previous years. Okay, so it looks like the natural leather version of the A5 one piece is no longer available. And in terms of the books, I'll be getting an Avec for my personal memory keeping. I think I said in a video the other day, every year I buy either the full cousin or the Avec, and if I've got the cousin, I want the Avec, and if I've got the Avec, I want the cousin. So this year I have the cousin, and I'm thinking about most likely breaking it up into the avec. But you know what? I'm going to favorite both just in case I change my mind. And you know what? I often change my mind. Okay, moving down to the Hon. So, very excited about the Hon because it comes in the Spy family. Uh, yeah, love it. Okay, so we've got the Slash. These were available in 2024 as well. The Paper series, also available in 2024. This one has the cover cut down to the exact same size as the book rather than having a little bit of overhang like the other ones do. Let's dive into the Spy Family one and have a look. So I'll just cycle through the images. People who are using Hobonichis are always very happy. Okay, so here's the front and back of the book. Here it is opened right up. Love the black spine. And then see this little bit of overhang, this green here? That's missing in the paper series because it's a paper cover, like a hard paper cover, that's been cut down to the exact same size as A6, just cut down to A6. So this one, 100% on my list, but no reason for using it, which is a bit scary, I know, but I'm sure I will come up with something. For more A5 Hons this year, we have Hiroko Kabuto Crescent Moon Delivery. This one looks just stunning. We've also got these rainbows, which from a distance, I really like how it looks. Then when I zoom in, let's do that. When I zoom in, I don't know, I'm less impressed. But then I've watched a couple of videos where people have been to the actual shop reveal and they've said that they are really stunning in person. So I really like the look of this, just looks so good. I think I thought that the rainbow colors were a little bit too retro for me. And I think probably it's not something on my list. Probably that dark blue, I think, is and maybe this orange, these two colors are just a bit too bright for me. But regardless, I don't need an A6 Hon, and I've already got one in my list, so I certainly don't need two. Okay, so then there's the Liberty Fabrics. This one is Paysan Blossom, and it looks very pretty. And then this year they're also doing the bow and tie snake toy. So the snake, it's the year of the snake in 2025. Hobonichi always does the year of as a cover, and this year it's the snake. And if we just look through these, it's super cute. I'll just move to this cover here, and you can see hopefully that there's one snake who is wearing a top hat and smoking a pipe. And these are always in different positions on the planner. This is not exactly the same every time. I'm slightly concerned about the bubbling we see in the fabric here, but I've seen that on quite a few of them. I don't know if that's just because it's stretched out the full way. Yeah, not sure about that. And then we have these three new ones as well for 2025. We've got the sushi, we've got the mother, and we've got the one piece. So let's just zoom in here. I think is probably enough. Here's the sushi. It is pretty cute. I love sushi plates. They look so great, and I love sushi. So I do really like that. The mother one is very cute. And on the back is the little shop that from the outside, to show you what it looks like from the outside. And then the one piece, also adorable with those little characters and other pieces from the show. But again, I'm buying the Spy Family, and I don't have a use for it at this point. In the A5 size, I'm definitely getting the Spy Family for my work planner. I was going to buy a week's for work, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting a cousin this year. So as soon as I saw this, I thought, yeah, that's my work planner. I can't explain why, it just is. Then all the other covers are the same for A5 and A6. This is really lovely. This is also shiny, so it will scratch and dent. If you're careful with it, it won't matter, but just a heads up, if you were buying a shiny one, you may run into that problem if that concerns you. All right, the weeks. The weeks is a planner that I cannot seem to leave behind. I always have to have a couple of them. So in 2025, we've got the 2 white line books, which is in black and ivory. We've got this lemon water, which is quite pretty, and the smoke grey, which I think will be popular for the neutral people. And then we have these bright colours: chili pepper, pistachio, sweet purple, and stardust. They're really pretty. These are the hardcover weeks, and it's a fabric cover. So these are the ones I generally have, and this is definitely, the sweet purple is definitely on my list. In this next section, we have a Yumi Kirigishi one, which is called Beautiful Wallpaper. And you can see it's those gorgeous little illustrations lined up like like wallpaper. And then we have the Hiroko Kabuta Night Cherry Blossom Snow Globe. As soon as I saw this, I really desperately wanted it. It may be on my wish list in a minute, I'm not sure. Let's actually go in and look at it close up. Okay, so here's the Hiroko Kabuta snow globe. It's really lovely. You can see it's got these petals on the back, not these big pink ones. Hang on, let's go to another one. So that's the front and the back in close up. These are not part of the book. Let's find. Okay, so here's the front and back cover. It is another one that's shiny, and this is actually pink foil in the snow globe with these cherry blossoms. It is really lovely. Another hardcover, of course, and shiny. So those are the things to think about for this cover. I am going to put it in the favorites for now. There's a Keiko Shibata Thanks for Your Hard Work Aoki-san with a little girl and a cat. And then there's this one called Through the Purple Night. This one is by the same artist who did the who did the illustrations for the songs in those other 2 covers that I mentioned. I love this one. I think it's just stunning. Let's move out of these blue toned photos into the proper white balanced photos. So you can see here opened up, it's this fabulous scene. It's got these trees and little animals. There's a bird, there's a little horse here, and there's this adorable cat poking his head out the side. There's little mushrooms here. There's a planet and maybe a deer or a wolf. I don't know. We've got a deer here. I just think it's super like trippy and cool. I really like it a lot. I think it's gorgeous. And again, please read about the artists. It's super interesting. So definitely favoriting that one. In this next line, we've got the Tanabata decorations. We've got the Denali and the Midnight Sun. We've got Paddington, Please Look After This Bear, Thank You. And we have Spy Family. So let me dive into Paddington and show you. I'm going to go straight to the front and back cover. What I love about this, apart from the illustration, it's just beautiful. It says, please look after this bear, thank you, down the spine, and 2025 here. It is really, really lovely. Such a nice cover, and I was sure I would be buying this. However, I am not going to favorite it. I may regret that, but I think I'm not going to buy that one. And you may think that I'm going to buy the Spy Family, and I really want to, but I don't think I need. Okay, I'm going to favorite it just in case. And then I have to make my decision. I think I'm going to have a week's for, well, definitely having a week's for personal planning. I would like a week's for my socials. And then I was not going to get a week's for Gidget. I was just going to put her in my cousin. But I've seen a lot of responses to my previous video where I've walked through my weeks and cousin, and so many people thought the pet diary was a great idea, and I do too. That's why I thought of it in the first place. So maybe I'll try again. Even though I failed in 2025. Four. So I'll favorite that one. The other one I love is this mother called Smiles and Tears. It's got all these fabulous little frames from the game on it, but mostly it's the colors. It's this pink and mustard with a little hint of purple in there that I really love, and I just think it's super cute. I really, really like it. So this one is definitely on my favorites list. So that one's favorited. Then I have Pam again. I'm not really fond of these. We've got the yellow with the fish scale, and then we've got the super cute little bow and tie snake joy for the year of the snake. We also have the sushi. This year we also have cherries. We've got that new Liberty fabrics that's also in the Hon. And we've got a new shirt fabric. They do this every year, a shirt fabric, and it's usually a plaid. And this one is this Harvest plaid, which is very nice, but not on my list. And then we move into the smooth weeks. So these ones, let's have a look at the vanilla soda. These ones don't have a fabric cover. Let me see if we can see it in this photo. Not really. I'll scroll down and show you. The Smooth series features soft cover weeks books with an especially soft feel. The main characteristics of the series are the way these books fit into your hands and their unique colours. And yeah, the colours are great. This soft cover book is easy to grasp in your hands, flip through the pages and shove in your pocket. So it's a very durable cover, but because it uses a soft material, you'll need to hold the pages down in order to open the book flat. So here you can see it's quite flexible, but it won't lay flat on its own. So just keep that in mind. A lot of people, it doesn't bother them, but many people really hate that it doesn't lie flat. So these smooth colors. We've also got the paper series. Again, these are cut to the same size as the weeks without that overhang. And the cover is a hard paper or cardstock, not a separate hardcover. We have two leathers this year, a steel grey and a pomegranate. This is a beautiful colour, really lovely. And we also have two of the one piece. I love this one. It's so simple but also intricate with the illustration. I really, really like it. Not enough to buy it, but I really like it. And then also we have some new options for the week's mega this year. So we've got these beautiful colours, leaf green, rich purple, lemon water and smoke grey. Again, really nice colours. And chili pepper, pistachio, sweet purple and stardust. So these are the same as the general weeks. So the sweet purple possibility in the mega, but I think I'm okay with the normal size. I don't think I need the mega. And this year is the first year that the mega has come out in these bow and tie colors as well. So usually the mega doesn't have any patterns. It's just a straight color. But this year we have the three, the snake, the sushi and the cherry in the bow tie fabrics available in the week's mega. And the mega just means there's around 240 pages instead of the regular 70 that's in the regular weeks. So that's our weeks lineup. There are a number of weeks covers available as well. I'm not going to go into these in great detail, or any detail I should say. I'm not going to buy a weeks cover. My weeks lives in my wallet, which is a TN. or else just naked on the bench, on the shelf. So next up is the day free. So this is just the monthly view and then blank pages. And that's obviously available in A6 and A5. I've not used one before. I did buy one last year, but ended up selling it because I changed my mind in what I was going to use. So they do, however, come with covers, specific covers for them. Because the day free is thinner than a standard cousin or normal techo, they do have these slimmer covers to fit them in. So they're available in black and blue. They do also fit the Hobonichi notebooks very well as well. They're about the same thickness as the notebook is about the same thickness as a day free. Okay, so lastly, we're moving into the 5-year section, and this is the last section of the techo part. Next, we'll look at stationery after this. So this is what your 5-year techos look like, either the A6 or the A5. They're exactly the same color and layout. They're both in Japanese only. And they, this year, of course, are starting in 2025. So this will cover the years 2025 through to 2029. And I have been unsuccessful with a 5-year twice. And I told myself I wouldn't try it again. So the plan was no 5 years, no 5-year journal for 2025. So then we had a look through and saw all these beautiful covers that are available. So I have this cover in the normal A6 cover, not the 5-year. So the 5-year is quite a bit thicker than a standard book. So these 5-year covers are made bigger to fit the extra size of the notebook in. So these are beautiful covers. This one is intriguing, not my style, but kind of cool. And it's got this pocket on the front that is actually a functional pocket. And then I'm going to click into this one because I haven't really looked at it properly. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is a beige leather that is pebbled leather. And it's the same as, it looks the same as the lilac, the bright yellow, and the water green from last year, but just in the 5-year size. That is stunning. What a beautiful piece to keep your 5-year book in. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is so tempting. I hadn't really paid attention to that before. Wow, love it. Okay, so let's go back. I'm going to favorite that, but also probably not. Hang on, let's just get through this list. This is the A6 5-year cover. We have a dark cherry that seems very similar to the Bordeaux from last year. We've got the natural leather, which is stunning. I have this in A5. We have the 5-year red, which I have already, and that's what my 5-year would live in. We've got the search and collect, which I also have. I'm just realizing I've got far too many covers in my list. And moving to the A5, they're exactly the same as the A6. This is just gorgeous. And yeah, this is the one that I have, I think from 2020 or 2021 maybe. And then the gift set. This is a new gift set from the last 5 years. The last 5 years has been the Blossom, which is gorgeous. But obviously they've run out or they've moved on to a new design. And this one is stunning. It's called, well, it's by the artist Ayo Okumi, and it's called Hakonawa. And it's gorgeous. So the box has a beautiful design inside. It comes with a pencil board and this little little die cut as well. And you can see it's just a beautiful cover. It's white with a girl in a garden. She's got these two, I think they must be witches. We were trying to figure out whether they're witches or gnomes. Just beautiful. I really love it. I find it to be just stunning. And the box is gorgeous as well. You should never base your decision on the box, but I don't know. Sometimes the packaging just sells me. But look at this. It's just beautiful. So the gift set comes with the journal, so you don't need to buy it separately. And all the others can as well. You can select whether to include the book. And on the back is a little butterfly. This is all embroidered. It's just gorgeous. So 100% on my wish list. So that's the end of the Techo lineup. That's all of the books and things, books and covers. The other two sections are stationery and drawer pouch. So for stationery, I'm just going to pop into this section that says new, because this is just going to show us what's available for 2025. That's new to the lineup. So they always do a guidebook, and I've bought 2 of them so far, and the last one was the bear, and I've used many pages. I've cut them out and used them. We've got new pencil boards this year. The navy and pink is the same as previous years, but they've added this ice grey with yellow tabs, which is pretty cute. There's a weekly supplement that's available every year. I'm going to favourite it, but I'm not sure I want one. I'm just going to favourite it so that I get it into my list. They've also got these new fireside chat notebooks in B6 and in B7. I'm going to favourite both of those, but again, I'm not sure. Let's dive in and have a quick look at the B6. So they all have a different fireside chat quote on the front. They're all different colours with different coloured stitching on them. Here's an example of one of the quotes. And then they come in either grid, which is the grey one. The peach is lined. The blue is dot grid. And the yellow is blank. So 4 different designs. You'll be able to choose which one you want. Blank, graph, dot grid, or lined. And they are the same in the B7 size. Now, if you bought from Hobonichi before, you've most likely bought a Hobonichi notebook, which has a bright yellow cover, and it has the square grid, the same as the Weeks and the Cousin have, and the Techo. But this year, for the first time, they have a blank version, so blank Tomoe River paper, and a lined version with lined Tomoe River paper. I don't think I need either of these, but it's so good to finally have the option. Potentially a blank one, but I'm not going to click that for now. I'll make this a little bigger. So pencil boards are always popular. This year we've got the Yumi Kitagishi pencil boards, and they do look very cute. I think we have to click in and have a look, yeah. So we've got the A6, the A5, and the Weeks. And this is the reverse of, well, front and back of the A6. Front and back of the Cousin. I love this little tea party pink background. And then the Weeks has a yellow back with the pretty much the same design. They are really sweet, and people love them. So it's most likely a popular item. I'm not going to get that. There's some other things in here that I'm excited about. We have these translucent sticky notes that are on this little card that matches the Yumi Kitagishi Weeks. And they also have this set of sticky notes. These are all individual sticky notes. They're very cute. And the Deco Rush this year is Sushi, Cherry, and the Yumi Kitagishi here. They're really cute, and they're all different when you roll them out. There's a bunch of different sushis, a bunch of different... Oh, the cherries might be the same, I'm not sure. And a bunch of different little frames with things in them. There's a new cover-on-cover design every year as well. This one is called Beautiful Season, and it comes in all the sizes, A6, A5, and the Weeks. I'm intrigued by it for the Weeks, so I'll just show you what it looks like. Having had a closer look, I'm not 100% certain. So here it is, the full design. It says Beautiful Season across here, and it's got an angel up here, a mitten, some yarn, A little candle down here. There's a dog and maybe a wine bottle, and then these two people slash creatures. There's a little another person here, another mitten, and then there's this cheetah or whatever that is. Rainbows, like it's all very cute, but it gives me very much winter vibes, which of course it does with mittens and things. And then there's a fire here as well. Just not sure if that's if that's what I want. I'm not sure. The good thing is that these are pretty cheap. It's $9, $11. This is Aussie, of course, and $9 for the A6. So they're not overly expensive. I'm going to favorite the Weeks one. I don't think I want the others. I like that this is kind of half, it's this curved part, allowing this color to show on the side. So, yeah. This is the Hobonichi papers. I buy these every year and I never use them. And you just saw I favorited them again without even thinking. I just really like that design on the front cover. So not a good reason to spend $9 on a notebook that I won't use. But I always have the intention of using them. So I do want to put a 3 a.m. book on my bedside. So it's just a notebook to write in with those random thoughts where you wake up in the middle of the night and can't go back to sleep because your head's too full of things. I used to have one years ago, but I mean, it's just a notebook. I could do it any time, but I think I'll use one of these. As I said, I've got plenty of them. I'm going to throw one in there now to just be something to write in when I'm in bed if I need to write something down. And I thought I'd pop one on my desk at work as well and one on my desk here at home so that I've got all the places covered and that I actually start using them. In this same designer, we've got the set of 3 folders and they look okay, but not quite what I'm looking for, but just stay tuned. You'll see what I'm looking for coming up. And here they are. So we've got tons of stuff in the Spy family. So I'm just going to favorite all of these straight away. And let's look at the pencil boards. These are so cool. So A6, A5 and Weeks. A6 and A5 are the same, as you can see, with this mirror image of the family looking normal and then the family as spies. Just really cool. And then we've got the anime. We've got the family here on the Weeks board as well. And if I click through, I love the back of these with the dog on them as well. They're so cute. That was the A6. Here's the A5. It's the same. And then the Weeks, also the same. So all 3 are here, but you don't purchase all 3. You can choose as you click through the Order Now button. Once it's available, you'll be able to click through and choose which size that you want. We also have the folders. So here's the set of 3 folders. These are the A6 folders, and they just have these images from the manga on them. And on the backs, it just has a Spy family in those various colors. And you can see here it's slipped inside the back of the techo. Whenever I see these folders, I have these grand ideas for how I'm going to use them in the next year to be more organized. And then I often don't use them, but that's the plan. And also they're fairly inexpensive. I'll show you in a second. Here's the A5 versions. There's 2 for A5, 3 for A6, and none for the Weeks. So same design and same design on the back. So these are $8.95 each for the sets. So you get 3 pockets here for $8.95 or 2 of the larger pockets for $8.95. So not terribly expensive. Okay, now we have a stencil, a sticker set, a mini letter memo set, and sticky notes. I can't even explain. I really want them. So the sticker set is in a pouch. So it's a little pouch. Let's click through that you'll be able to use again. So here are all the stickers. Here's the little zippered pouch. Here it all is together, and those are the stickers. So I think these are very usable. Others where I've bought the sticker sets haven't been as usable for me, but I think I'll use these no problem. They sort of fit my general style. These are very cute. You can write a little note and then fold it up so that it looks like this little envelope here, and it shows whatever that face is peeking through. And there's 4 of each type, and I think there's 6. So 6 of these designs, 6 of this, 6 of this, and 6 of this. So definitely want all of those. And here's the Paddington section. And you remember the covers were just dark blue and dark orange. Well, look at the pencil boards. They're so pretty. Let's have a look at them individually. Here's the A6 with the beautiful illustration on the front, and then orange with the illustration on the back. The A5, again, just so colourful, but in that beautiful kind of watercolour muted tone. And this week's one is just stunning. Again, this is not a set. You can buy them all individually when you click the Order Now button. I'm going to favourite those. And let's have a look at the Paddington stickers. This is the same as the Spy Family stickers. They come in this little pouch. And they're these die cut stickers. And I think they're just so pretty. I love these illustrations. And again, I think this is something I'm gonna have to get. This is why I didn't bother with any of the Paddington stuff in the covers in the books, because I've looked at all of this stationery and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the stationery. So this is the letter paper, and it's small, as you can see. It's just strip paper, but it's got these really lovely illustrations on them. I think you can use them in your planner as like a fold out or something. I think would look cool. So let's just have a look at the price. $11 for that set. So I'm going to tick the box, favorite them as well. And over here we have a letter set. So this is with papers and envelopes, with a little pretend stamp on there. Not necessary, may not get it, but I'm favoriting it for the moment. Also in the Paddington range are these sticky notes, which are very cute and super functional. There's the handkerchief. They have a handkerchief every year. There's these goodie bag sets. These are actual paper bags. You get 2 of these brown ones and 3 of the white ones. It says 11s on them. So, you know, that'd be a cute little gift wrapping if you wanted to send a gift to someone in. But for me, not super necessary. And this is the Paddington Bear book. So let's have a look inside. Doesn't show you a lot. It just shows these illustrations, and then we've got the text in Japanese here. And here's another page as well. For me, I was thinking it really gives me enough space to turn this into a journal of sorts. So I haven't actually read much about this one, but I am intrigued, and so I favorited it for me to look at in the future. We've got another set of cover-on covers this year, and they are dog ears fluttering in the wind. So these are all, I'll zoom us in, these are all little dog faces. It's very cute. Probably not for me this year, but still very cute. We've got Hobonichi papers here with the Summer of Hugs. There's a little person here hugging an ice cream cone. Very, very cute. We've got the Denali and the Midnight Sun pencil boards here, and notebooks as well. So those grid notebooks are available in this design too. These pencil boards from Onsodo, they're very, well, I really like this one, the week's one. I might favorite it just for now, but I think I've got enough pencil boards that I don't really use that much anyway. It's just about collecting them at this point. Collections of craft designs published in the Meiji era, both books containing beautiful designs by various designers and painters. So these are decorative papers. Okay, so these are decorative papers, which, some of them are ones that are featured on the covers. Cool. So you could do all sorts of things with them. Probably not for me, but still lovely. And here is a second set of them as well. We've got a book here. This has all of the illustrations for the Stranger, the Himitsu Stranger album. So you can see these illustrations in here. I find it intriguing, but since I can't at this point read Japanese, even though I want to, not for me. We've got these little dudes that stand on these little stands. They're just cute little creatures. I do really like them. I think they're adorable, but I don't need them. But this postcard set for the Himitsu Stranger lyrics, I like the look of this. So here are all the postcards, various different creatures, and you can see here up the top is, let me just scroll through, maybe we can see in more detail. No, let me go back. So here's the front cover of those for A5 and A6 covers. Here is the image that featured on the weeks as well. I really like this guitar. I love this. I love this guy. What's this all about? Some more here. And then on the back as well, you've got some more individual items. So I find that one pretty intriguing. It's $25, a bit pricey, but I'm going to bookmark it. I'm going to favorite it for now. They have little badges with the same creatures on, and then they also have the book, which has the lyrics and everything in it. So I'm going to favorite those. Pam socks, no thank you. So then there are these mini wallets. They are tiny and they're $165 each. So I'm not sure what's going on with those, but they are not on my list. Pajamas, also not on my list. And I'm going to skip the One Piece stuff this year. It's all very cool, but I'm going to skip it. They do have the One Piece in a Stapo though, and that does interest me. Well, the Stapos in general interest me. So there's the One Piece version, and then I'll show you the others in a minute. Next year, for 2025, they're also releasing these flat pen cases. They did the Apanchu Usagi in this last year, and it's very cool. It fits really well on any planner. And so they've released these four for 2025. And yeah, I think these are a great idea if you want to carry pens around with you, but not a heap of pens. We've got these Tragan flat pouches for A6 and A5. So these are just an envelope pouch that opens up all the way around like that. And they're A5 and A6 sized. And then this is pretty cool. So they have those alatones in document wallets, document case. So all the three colors are available and you can just fit stuff in them. They're pretty cool. I like the idea of kind of corralling everything together. That looks like an A5 Hon in that one. So it has this little flap here too that you can stand up inside of that and then keep, pens on one side and books on the other or something like that. So the olive front and back, the brown front and back, and the blue front and back. So those do interest me. So I am going to favorite those. They are $20 each. Then we move into the bags. I do have a bag, one of the tweed bags from a few years ago, but they've got the Stapo in the cafe, so with the little cream sodas and things on it. They've got it in bright yellow with the sushi, which is quite interesting to me, and they've got it in the hollyhocks, which I think should be quite popular. So the other thing is they've made mini versions. So let's look at the sushi one just to show you what they look like. So they're skinny. They're so cute. The inside is pink and it's made just to fit a bunch of stuff in, and then you can carry that around with you to take, if you're going to do planning somewhere else or journaling somewhere else, or just leave it on your desk. So they're quite cute. I love that the sushi one is pink on the inside. They all have a contrasting color on the inside. So I think probably the mini is not on my list because I do have multiple pouches that serve the same purpose, but potentially the full size. Probably not, but again, adding it to the favorites so that I can narrow down my list later. The stamps and stuff are always cool. These everlasting envelopes I find quite intriguing. I'm intrigued also by the bullet pen. And then I must have this brown bag stand. So this is a ceramic, oh my goodness. How cute is that? It's a ceramic paper bag to use as a cup, a pen holder, or even as a vase, as shown here. So I love this. As soon as I saw it, I loved it, and so it's definitely on my list. The rest of the things I think are quite normal. They're stocking the correction tape that's the same color as the Hobonichi paper, the Weeks paper, that kind of cream color. If you didn't know where to find that, you can easily get it here. Oh, Japan only. If you're in Australia, you can get it at Bunbugu. And then at the end here, we've got some calendars and some washi tapes, things like that. So that is all the new stuff. There's nothing new in drawer pouches. I'll just click into it for you. Drawer pouch. So all that's new is, and they're not new this year, they were available in spring start, but they have these clear pouches with the stripes. I love them. I think they're just fabulous. I don't have one, so these are on my list. So I'm going to favorite the small and the Anne. I think that's, oh, the pocket, there's a pocket one as well. I will favorite the pocket, but so these are $39 for the smallest, $66 for the Anne, which the Anne is the one that you can fit. Let me show you. The Anne is the one that opens out and you can fit a Weeks in there. Let me see if they show you it here. Oh no, it's just empty. You can fit a Weeks in there, as opposed to the small, which is $52, which has a zipper down here to pop things in and then mesh pockets on this side. So they're quite different on the inside. This is great for pens and scissors and things. So that's it. Let's pop over to the wish list and have a look at the amount of damage that I'm doing to myself. So I've got 49 items in the wish list. The drawer pouches, the pen, the bag stand, the Stapo, probably not going to happen. The document cases, the book and the postcards. The Paddington book, just that one pencil board, but again, probably not going to happen. Paddington stationery, and then the Spy Family stationery. The Io Akumi stationery, the Fireside Chat notebooks and weekly supplement. Then we have our 5-year cover. We've got 5 weeks. Oh my goodness, I've extended it to 5 weeks. I had 4 last year and that was too many. And then I've got my A5 and A6 Hons. I probably won't buy both of those. The cousin books and the A5 covers, 1, 2, 3 A5 covers. And then in A6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6 covers in A6, and I will not be buying all of these. I'll be going through and narrowing this down as we get closer to September 1st. I will say that this one will be on the list because I like to have one to house the book in. So once I finish the book, I like to put it in a cover and have that on the shelf. So for those, it's usually those original solid color book covers, the ones that are relatively inexpensive at $29. And then these others will be for either collecting, using throughout the year, of course, but also collecting. One thing I like to do as a planner girl, planner person, is change out my covers throughout the year. So I know a lot of people in the US in particular change theirs seasonally. We don't have the same extremes of seasons here in Australia, although in Melbourne it is pretty extreme. Just not the same temperatures, I guess. But I do really like the idea of changing them out seasonally. If I'm in a Hon, I can't do that, obviously, if I'm in one of these. But for the others, changing the A5 and A6 covers seasonally makes sense to me. Or just as I feel like a change. You know, I change my handbag constantly. Why not change my planner cover as well? All right, I think that's enough from me. I hope you got some inspiration from this video. I really wanted to just walk through and give some ideas, hopefully some tips on certain things to buy and how to buy them. You know, some of them you have to buy a set, some things you don't. Don't forget to set up your Hobonichi ID as well. I always like to log on at the time of release. So I'm one of those first people to jump in. You don't have to be like that. There will be some things that will sell out. Don't get disheartened if you miss out. I missed out last year on something that I wanted. You can often find it later. They do re-release things a little bit later. And also don't forget your local stores that stock them. They may be able to get things. They may have things that don't sell as quickly in your area. It may be that things are popular in certain countries but not in others. So yeah, I wish you all the luck in getting what you want, but again, don't be disheartened if you don't get what you want in the end. For me, it's my season. This is my Christmas. I really enjoy new planner season. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I absolutely love doing setups. That's one of my all-time favorite things. So I'm super excited every year to set up all my planners. And this year I'm really hoping to set things up well in advance of the end of the year, because the start of my year is always a bit messy because I'm traveling every year. So I really hope that I can get started earlier this year. And if you need any inspiration, then pop back and see how things are progressing. I do have a bunch of journals left over from last year that were I specifically bought them undated so that I could use them for the years to come. So I'll show you how those are going to fit in as well. And some of them will go in these new covers. I might sell a few older covers that I haven't used. But overall, I'm very excited to get started for the 2025 year, even though it's only August right now. It's a fun time of year. It can be stressful for people as well, so please don't get stressed. You don't have to buy any of this stuff. The most important things are the books themselves. So if you need an A6 Techo, a Weeks, or a Cousin, then those are available all the time. They don't go out of stock. So don't panic about those. If you're desperate for a specific cover, jump in early and get the cover that you need. But if you aren't desperate for any of the covers, then just chill out and go back and buy the books whenever you're ready. They don't sell out. They don't get more expensive. They're just there for you all the time. So feel free to just leave it if you're not interested in any of the specific fancy things. Last year I predicted that the little gifts would sell out really fast, and it certainly did. This year, I don't think it will. I don't think the Yumi Kitagishi is going to be as popular. I think the Hiroko Kabuta will be super popular, these ones. And I've seen a lot of people showing a lot of interest in the Himitsu Stranger, and maybe some in the Spy Family as well. What I'm hoping for the most is the Spy Family. I really would like to get those pieces, so I'm hoping that I can get those in time. But if I can't, it's not the end of the world. It's fine. I've got plenty of beautiful covers that I can use. Okay, that's it from me. I think you've probably heard me enough. I do appreciate you listening and coming through the website with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's given you, as I said, some inspiration, or maybe helped you decide one way or another on the types of things that you're interested in for 2025. Thanks again for watching. Leave me comments if you like. I'd love to hear what your plans are, and if this video has helped you in any way. Like I said, it's one of my favorite times of the year. So feel free to have a chat in the comments, and I'll see you all super, super soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye.